Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Group 2 from BA235 3D. We'll present about the special senses, the ear.
These are our group members, which consists of 4 people. The ear, a marvel of biological engineering, serves as gateway to the symphony of sounds that surround us. While we often associate the senses with vision or touch, the important role of ear in shaping our understanding to a world should not be understated. The ear plays a pivotal role in our ability to communicate, navigate our surroundings, and appreciate the beauty of the sounds. In this exploration, we dive into the intricate anatomy of the ear, dissecting its 3 main parts, the outer, middle, and inner ear, to unravel the secrets behind our auditory perception. The outer ear, comprising the visible pinna and the auditory canal, serve as gateway to the sounds. Moving inward, we encounter the middle ear, a small but crucial chamber housing the 3 smallest bones in the human body. The inner ear, a labyrinthine structure deep within the temporal bones, is the nexus of auditory processing. Simultaneously, the vestibular system within the inner ear contributes to our sense of balance and spatial orientation, showcasing many-sided role of this remarkable organ in our daily lives. The outer ear is made up of cartilage and skin. It consists of 2 main parts, which are the pinna and the external auditory canal. The pinna, commonly referred to as the outer ear, is visible cartilaginous structure on the side of the head. Its unique shape helps in capturing sound waves from the surrounding environment. The pinna acts like a funnel, directing these sound waves into the ear canal. While the pinna itself does not play a direct role in the amplification or transmission of sound, its contours aid in the localization and collection of sound waves. The complex folds and ridges of the pinna contribute to the ability to discern the direction from which the sounds originates. The external auditory canal is a tubular structure that extends from the external opening of the ear to the eardrum, which is also called as a tympanic membrane. Lined with skin and small hair follicles, the auditory canal acts as a protective passage for sounds to travel from pinna toward the middle ear. Ceruminous glands within the canal produce cerumen or earwax, which helps in trapping dust and foreign particles, preventing them from reaching deeper into the ear. The eardrum is a thin, semi-transparent membrane that separates the external ear from the middle ear. When the sound waves reach the eardrum, it vibrates in response to the variations in air pressure of the sound waves. The vibrations are then transmitted to the small bones in the middle ear. Overall, the external ear acts as a collector and transmitter of the sound waves, channeling them to the middle ear where the hearing process continues. The unique structure of the external ear are essential for capturing and funneling the sound efficiently, allowing the auditory system to convert its mechanical vibrations into neural signals that the brain can interpret as sound.
The middle ear is a vital component of the human ear, situated between the outer ear and the inner ear. The middle ear is a vital component of the human ear, situated between the outer ear. Comprises 3 small bones known as the auditory ossicles, which play a crucial role in the transmission of sound vibrations. These 3 bones are the malleus, incus and state. The malleus is the outermost and largest of the three ossicles. Resembling a hammer, it is attached to the eardrum on one end and articulates with the incus on the other. The handle of the malleus is abandoned in the wall of the middle ear and is connected to the tympanic membrane, where it receives sound vibration. Is the incus positioned in the middle of the ossicular chain. The incus is an anvil-shaped bone that connects the malleus to the stapes. It has a body and two limbs, one of which is attached to the malleus while the other is connected to the stapes. The incus serves as an intermediary in the transmission of vibrations from the malleus to the stapes. Is the innermost and the smallest of the ossicles. Resembling a stirrup, it is connected to the incus on one end and interfaces with the oval window of the inner ear on the other. The footplate of the stapes feeds into the oval window, effectively transmitting the sound vibrations from the middle ear to the fluid-filled cochlea of the inner ear.
The middle ear serves as a pivotal component in the auditory system, intricately involved in the transmission and amplifications of sound wave. The process begins with the pinna, which absorbs incoming sound wave and guides them into the ear canal. Here, the eardrum or tympanic membrane responds to the sound wave by vibrating. These vibrations initiate a finely tuned mechanical cascade within the ossicular chain, comprising the malleus, incus, and stapes. The malleus, often referred to as the hammer, is anchored to the eardrum and receives the vibrational energy. It efficiently transmits these vibrations to the incus, also known as the anvil, forming a relay within the middle ear. The incus, in turn, passes on the vibrational energy to the stapes, or stirrup, which operates as a piston-like mechanism. This complicated interplay among the ossicle works as a mechanical lever system, progressively boosting the force of the incoming sound wave. The amplified vibrations are then transmitted to the oval window, a membrane-covered opening that marks the entrance to the fluid-filled cochlea in the inner ear. This shift is critical for overcoming the impedance mismatch between the air in the middle ear and the fluid in the cochlea. The concentrations of force onto the smaller surface area of the oval window ensure the efficient transmissions of sound energy into the cochlear fluid. The middle ear further incorporates protective mechanisms to safeguard the delicate structure of the inner ear. Two small muscles, the tensor tympani and the stapedius, play a significant role in the acoustic reflex. In response to loud sounds, this muscle contracts, dampening the movement of the ossicles and mitigating the intensity of sound wave reaching the inner ear. This reflexive action acts as a natural defensive mechanism, preventing potential damage from excessively loud noise. The eustachian tube connects the middle ear to the nasopharynx. It is also known as the auditory tube. These tubes are located from the middle ear to the nasal cavity and throat. The primary functions of this tube is to help drain fluid and equalize the air pressure on the two sides of the eardrum. The oval window is a crucial component in the physiology of hearing, specifically within the inner ear. It is the membrane that separates the middle ear from the inner ear, which is located under the base of the stapes and is located at the beginning of the scala vestibuli. The main function is to transmit mechanical vibrations from the middle ear to the fluid-filled cochlea. Inner ear part is the innermost part of the ear. and houses the vestibulocochlear organs. It has two main functions, which are for hearing and balancing. Hearing is to convert mechanical signals from the middle ear into electrical signals, which can transfer information to the auditory pathway in the brain. Second, balance. To maintain balance by detecting positions and motion. Inner ear, also known as the labyrinth of the ear. There are two main divisions of labyrinth, bone labyrinth and inner membranous labyrinth. As you guys can see from the photo below, the purple color indicates the bony labyrinth, while the blue one is the membranous labyrinth.
Here we will learn the first division of labyrinth, bony labyrinth. Bony labyrinth is a series of cavities in the temporal bone. It is also divided into three regions. First is semicircular canals, second is vestibule, and third is cochlea. Semicircular canals are responsible for maintaining balance. The primary function of semicircular canals is to detect rotational movements of the head and contribute to our sense of equilibrium. It contains cristae and site of hair cells. These hair cells is specialized in converting mechanical stimulus into electrical signals. Semicircular canals consist of anterior, posterior, and lateral semicircular canals. Vestibule is a bony cavity within the temporal bone that contains organs and nerves associated with the vestibular system, which controls our equilibrium and balance. It is posterior to the cochlea and semicircular canals, located between the tympanic cavity and cochlea. The cochlea is nail-shaped and is crucial for hearing. The cochlea consists of three main chambers called scalae. The middle chamber, called the cochlear duct, contains the organ of Cordy, which is a special sensory cell, and nerve cells rest on the basilar membrane. We have learned about the first division of labyrinth. Now, this is the second division of labyrinth, called inner membranous labyrinth. Inner membranous labyrinth is a series of sacs and tubes inside of bony labyrinth and is lined with epithelium. It contains the endolymph. It also consists of cochlear duct, semicircular ducts, utricle, and saccule.
Now you will learn about the organ of Conti. The organ of Conti is like the sensory orchestra of the ear. It is located within the cochlear ducts of the cochlea and is also contribute to auditionary. Its primary function is converting mechanical vibration into electrical signal. Organ of Conti consists of hair cell and also supporting cell. The hair cells are called stereocilia, and these hair cells are responsible for detecting mechanical vibration, basically the movement of the foot within the cochlea in response to the sound wave. For balance, it works similar way to the way we hear. It also relies on our sensory system, but this time it uses vestibular system, which consists of three semicircular canals. As mentioned earlier, these semicircular canals detect the rotation of our head. So when we move our head like this, the fluid inside this canal swells, initiating a response in the tiny hair cell within. The bundles of hair cells transmit the impulse that travel along the vestibular nerve, a pathway connecting the inner ear to the brain. This information then sent to the central nervous system, where the brain processes and integrates data from the vestibular system, vision, and procession. With this information, our central nervous system swiftly activates specific muscle to generate precise motor response. Based on this information, our body can coordinate the appropriate muscle adjustment, ensuring that we stay steady on our feet and maintain visual focus even during dynamic activity. Now you will learn about the physiology of hearing. Let's recap how our ears work. So you have known that how pinna will collect the sound wave and channel it to the external auditory canal. When the sound wave enters the ear canal, they strike the eardrum and causing it to vibrate. This vibration is then transferred to the sternum in the middle ear, which in turn transmits this vibration into the oval windows, the entrance of the scala vestibuli within the cochlea. The process is then continued within the cochlea that is like a snail-shaped structure, which consists of 3 interconnected chambers known as scalae. The focus is in the middle chamber called cochlear duct, which houses a vital structure called the organ of Conti. Again, this organ of Conti is the key player in the conversion of mechanical vibration into electrical signal. As the sound waves travel through the cochlea, they set in motion the basilar membrane, causing it to flap. This movement is crucial because it prompts the hair cell within the organ of Conti to bend in the response. This hair cell acts as a sensory receptor, converting the mechanical stimuli into the electrical signal. At this point, the transport electrical signals are ready for transmission. The auditory nerves carrying this signal from the organ of Conti to the brain. These nerves serve as the pathway for the code electrical message that represent the sound we perceive. Swung in the brain, these signals are interpreted, allowing us to hear and comprehend the sound around us. This intricate journey from the sound wave to the electrical signal showcases the sophisticated physiology of our inner ear, highlighting the important role played by the cochlea and the organ of Conti in the process of hearing. So that's all for us. Thank you.